Once again, from a secret location in historic downtown St. John's, comes In the Library of Graphic Literature with your host, me, Wallace. Anyway, I don't know if you can tell that it's a little bit brighter here because I usually shoot these at night, the night of the comic book shipment and that, and but this week, of course, as I've said before, where I live on an island, their comics were only a day late. We actually weren't even expecting them, but they did arrive. And but yesterday was a super busy day at my friend's shop. We actually had a local artist, the multi-talented Mike Feehan, do a signing at the shop. He's the artist for the hottest comic out there now, exit stage left, the Snagglepuss Chronicles. So run out and get yourselves a copy, if you can, because it's sold out. Anyway, that went down. We had a jam last night, comic book jam last night, and then there was a reception party for the signing after and all that, and it was great fun and all that, but by the time I got home I was just too tired to film my my show this week, so I figured, well, I'll wait till tomorrow. And here it is. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon way out here on the North Atlantic. The sun is shining. There's a bit of rain here and there, but hey, what can you do? That's not too bad. Anyway, now I've thrown in a few books from last week, just because I had a lot of books last week and I didn't have much this week, so I figured I'll throw it in for this week. So, but I'm going to go over the newer books first, and then go through the other ones. And for those of you who are wondering, you know, why does Wallace always wear these hockey jerseys and that? I am a bit of a hockey fan, and my favorite team is the Boston Bruins. So and the Boston Bruins, hopefully the Stanley Cup winners this year. Who knows? They're on a real upswing. Anyway, back to the comics. Just got to touch the spinner rack for a while for luck. Okay, first up is Nemo. This is a really neat book here. I picked it up, even it's not the Nemo from League of Extraordinary Jumpmen. This is more the Nemo from the 2000 Leagues Under the Sea type of thing. But yeah, it's actually a great little book. I love Bruno's style of drawing, so this one one of my favorites so far this week. So I highly recommend this. I love the drawing style. It's so simple and nice little book. Once again from IDW. IDW guys are just breaking my hearts and breaking my wallet. Speaking of IDW, there just doesn't seem to be a week that goes by that I don't pick up a book from the Library of American Comics. Oh my God, Wallace, again? Yes, folks, again. They were able to deliver yet another wonderful book into my hands. This is the Atomic Age Superman. Now these are basically the Sunday adventures from 56 to 59. I love these books. The covers are absolutely fabulous. I love the design and all that. This is Poplaski, wonderful artist. He's done a lot of work for these guys on their covers and all that. But these, I love these books here. They're now this is all the art in this is all by the legendary Wayne Boring. As I like to call him, the big chest Superman artist. Even as a kid, I always used to think, geez, I kind of liked his style, but there was just something about the way he drew Superman with this huge barrel chest to him. But it was still kind of neat. I mean, hey, we're talking about the 50s here, so. But still, once again, like I say, beautiful book. Nice design. And once again, as always with all of them too, is the is just the opening material. I like the fact that they, not as much in this one I guess, I like the fact that they actually give you a little bit to read, a little bit of information on each of those, and a nice little introduction by some guest writer. I'm hoping one of these days they're going to have me write an introduction to one of their books. Hint, hint, hint. That's for you, Curtis. I love you guys. Now what next? Oh, what next is an unwrapping. And of course, what happened? I didn't bring out my knife. Uela knife. Hang on a second, folks. The knife was over here. No. Oh, here it is. Over on my other desk here. So, what are we unwrapping here today? Shh, quiet. Quiet, you. Big, hard sex criminals. Just saying that turns me on. Okay. Yeah. Zip, 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 zip. Open, open, open. Slit, slit, slit. Open, open, open. Ta-da. A condom wrapper. Okay, so here is a collection of the classic, modern classic from Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky, another Canadian guy. Hi, Chip. We love you out here on the East Coast. This I still actually have to read more of the first. I got the first one, but everyone I know seemed to like this, and to me, I think we actually need more sex in comics these days. Of course, I'm from Canada, where we're a little bit more liberal-minded and not quite as messed up about nudity and sex as some other countries I won't talk about. But yeah, you know, I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, I can remember as a kid first coming across heavy metal, and you know, there was nudity and all this kind of stuff, and you know, once you get over the nudity and you get used to it, then it's just like, hey, this is kind of cool. Au naturel. I'm sure there's actually going to be one of these episodes of in the Library of Graphic Literature where I'll probably do a nudie shot, and I can see everyone just screaming, tearing their hair out at that news. Okay, another great new book here, and this is a real beauty here, is the Crumb from the Underground to Genesis. So this is a great collection of sketches, a little bit of chitty chat about old Robert, some of his great early works, some cool pictures of him there, and this is actually one of my favorites. Weirdo. I was always a bit of a Crumb fan. I was turned on to him by a friend of mine, the late Jerry Porter, who loved his stuff, and he really got me into him. So, and this is a really nice book. This is, once again, of course, from IDW. Will you guys stop putting out so many great books? So, another edition. Oh, and this is a bit of an older book, but I got it new this week. And so I'm going to start reading it. I'm going to try to see if I can read it the weekend. It is, and this is from, God, I'm not sure what, it's from a year or two ago, I guess. No, 3 years ago, 4 years ago now, and it's the winner of the Governor General's Literary Award this one summer. It's by Mariko Tamaki and Jillian Tamaki. And the reason I'm showing this, that I got it at all, was that Jillian was in town here a few weeks ago. She's actually over a month or so ago now that I think about it. And she did a lecture up at Memorial University, and I was lucky enough to be able to take my class up there, and because I was teaching a graphic novels class, funny enough, on the same night, and I took them up there, and they loved it. She was great, and I had to leave early because I had to go back with my class to the school, and so I left this with with my friend Irene. Thank you for getting this for me, and she got it autographed for me. And oh, here we go. For Wallace. Thank you very much. And it's I mean I love her artwork. So, and I can't wait to dig into this book. It's, of course, it made all the top books of 2014 list and all that. So I'm really excited to look at it. Now, this is from last week, or because the book's been, because of the weather and that weather bomb, all the bad weather up around this way. We actually had 2 comic shipments this week. Yesterday's, and we had one on Monday there, and or Tuesday, sorry. And among that came a few PS art books. Now, as many of you know, I do collect these. They're kind of neat. I like the slipcase ones. They're kind of fancy. And this one has art by, and it has names on the back here: Ross Andrew, George Russo's Jack Katz, Rocco Mastrosirio, Mike Sikowski, Nick Cardy, one of my favorites. These, of course, and it's funny because I'm not a huge fan of modern horror and stuff like that, but I do love good old-fashioned cheesy horror comics from the 50s and the early days of comics. And what I like about these, once again, is that they leave those cool ads in there. Come on, you gotta love those. So this one here, Adventures into Darkness. This is from 1954, and this covers issues 10 to 14. So, and this is from Standard Comics. So check it out. So let's slide this little baby back in. And let's see. Oh, not only did I get one, but I got 2 editions of The Unseen. So volume 1. Let's have a look at that. Slide it carefully out. And this contains such luminaries as Ross Andrew, Alex Toth, Jerry Grandinetti, George Russo, Jack Katz, John Salardo, Mike Sikowski. A lot of the giants. So once again, you can have a look at the. I love these books. Ooh, draw me. I was a fan of Sikowski too. Actually, I like his stuff. But yeah, very, very, very super cool artwork. So back in there, I love the covers too. Just so, so 50s there. Okay, and this is Unseen, Volume 2. Okay, and in this one, you have, once again, Jack Katz, Mike Sikowski, Rocco, Nick Cardy. I always love Nick Cardy, one of my favorites. George Tuska, one of the most underrated comic book artists, I think, of the Marvel age of comics, too. I used to like his stuff during the 70s. And Alex Toth, of course, I'm a Tothian, as I like to call myself. And this one, of course, let's have a nice close-up look here again. Once again. Now, I know some people, aren't big on the PS art books, but I mean, for the most part, I kind of like the, the reproduction isn't that terrible. It's not dark, say, like some of those Kirby black tie editions. Look at that. Look at this. Isn't this cool? Don't you just love it? Aren't you glad you're into comics? Don't you want to spread the love of comics to everyone far and wide? I know I do. So, I guess that's really about it here for this week. I did have a request from one of my viewers to, because they like cartoons and stuff like that, and so I decided I was going to do it this week, but I think I'll wait till next week. I was going to do a video basically of the comic strip section of the library here. As you can see all these. Well, actually, I'm in the DC section here of the library. When I say the library, this is one room. The books are all up against the walls here, filling the bookcases here. And in that corner here, which you can see, is basically all the comic strips, including the Library of American Comics, a lot of stuff from Fantagraphics, and then various other publishers. They're about the two main ones, though. So I think possibly next week I'll shoot a special, but for that one I'm going to shoot it looking over towards that too, because I kind of want to frame myself there in amongst all the wonderful strips there. So that's it, I guess, for today from in the Library of Graphic Literature here. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, please, because I love you all. And feel free to share this to any and all who are into these comics that we all love so much. Okay, see you next week. Bye!